when I first visited the school, just, bare feet running around. It was just so different from my experience growing up in Tokyo and going to all boys Catholic school. And I really liked that fresh shock that had just enticed me to want to go to school there. I was just very attracted to the difference, you know. I got to know about the school, and then I went to visit. That was actually the only school I went to visit. Everything, all the other schools were like the main prep schools in the East Coast. People know about, and when I went to this school, it was like I saw a farm on top of the mountains in Vermont, beautiful view, and then students bare feet running around in the fields, and then I went to a class in the morning class. And there were students wearing pajamas, students eating cereal in class, like, you know, in a small class as well, maybe sized between 8 to 10, 8 to 12, something like that. Very intimate, round table. The teacher isn't really the sort of the center point of the classroom. It's just they're part of it, and they're they're the regulator, yeah. And obviously, it was very, very different from my middle school, where I got scolded for not wearing proper shoes the first day. The lack of shoes was really the norm in this school. And then I went to lunch at KDU. It's the school cafeteria, and they had salads. They had peanut butter jam, jelly, and white bread. And that was it. Like, what is this? And apparently they do like they do, I think, maybe once or twice a year or something like that. They do like a special Putney. They called it the Putney special. My school is called the Putney School.
Yeah.
And I think the story was that they wanted to continue to remember what times were like during the Great Depression or during the war times. I think it's like ration food and stuff like that. And it was just like I would have never imagined a school would do something like this, and and then even just seeing students just so freely coming to the morning class and casually having breakfast and stuff like that. I mean, not the nicest thing to do, but still, you were just so kind of open-minded. It was a fresh shock to me, and that was a great appeal. And I heard that every student had to work and contribute to the ecosystem in the school. So you had to work in a farm at least once meaning like the entire semester, as a credit before you can graduate. So if you don't have the farm credit, like, you can't graduate, for example.
That's so funny. That's so Kansas.
Yeah. And we didn't have exams, tests. So in a way, it didn't prepare me for standardized testings, but it did give me an opportunity to. So we have these things called project weeks. So instead of taking tests, you set aside maybe 2-3 weeks in a semester, and you do 2 projects. One which is academic, so it has to relate to something you're learning academically, an academic module related one, and the other is just completely free to choose. Like, you had students making medieval armors to like help giving cows give birth. Like building an old car to like doing like a finance project. You know, you had all kinds of projects, and the ultimate goal was creating a project based on your pure interests and helping you create something of value at the end. So it's not like you're just doing it because you like doing it or you're curious about it, but it encourages you to have some sort of a final product, to get to some sort of a conclusion. So when you're interested in medieval armor, like, you actually have to build it. Then you dive really deep into something like that if you're interested. So it was a school like that. I would say that was my most formative years.